And this weekend marks the 10th anniversary of one of the deadliest tornadoes in U.S. history. It was 10 years ago tomorrow, an EF5 tornado destroyed Joplin. On the eve of the anniversary, we look back at the destruction and hear from the people who were there. Here's KQ2's Kylie Thomas.
May 22nd, 2011, a day still vivid 10 years later.
It was just this happy, sunny day for so many families. For several couples, it was their wedding day. And, you know, it was a natural disaster.
At 5:34 p.m., the deadliest tornado in modern-day history, zeroing in on Joplin, Missouri, a 22-mile path of utter destruction, obliterating everything in its path for 38 minutes.
I just kept thinking, we're 3 hours away. This could have been us.
The F5 twister packing winds of 200 miles per hour, tearing apart 7,000 homes and buildings, killing 161 people.
I got really emotional. I stood there and I cried, and I was just overwhelmed with grief.
Help from across the country rushing into the flattened city. Telling that story, a young journalist from St. Joseph.
I was working in St. Joe at KQ2. It was my first job. And I got a call from my news director. She just said, massive tornado just hit Joplin. Do you want to go?
10 years later, a haunting memory still sticks with her. A family torn apart driving home from graduation.
Dad and son are talking and they're driving home, and the sunroof is open. And the son was actually pulled out of the sunroof when the tornado hit. And one of the biggest stories was just trying to find him after the tornado. And unfortunately, he was found 3 miles away in a pond. Can't imagine as a parent having anything to give in that moment. And they were still giving to everyone in need during their own time of loss. And it was just such a beautiful, selfless thing. And it took tremendous strength.
I've been to 35 disasters now, and it's still one of the most devastating that I've seen.
Peggy Gaines was down in Joplin volunteering with the Red Cross, feeding those who lost it all. She says experiencing all that pain is unforgettable.
I've been back once. It was hard to go back, and I'm not even a resident of that space, but it was hard to go back.
A decade later, Joplin stands tall, a symbol of resilience and strength from those who lost everything.
They said that, you know, this incident will not define us. It will make us better. It will make us stronger, but it's not going to be who we are. And that was clear from my first 5 minutes there.
Reporting in St. Joseph, Kylie Thomas, KQ2 News.
Joplin's 2011 tornado remains the costliest tornado in modern American history, with damage estimated at $3.18 billion.